Hello, my name is Ray Harrington, and in this video I'm going to test different edge sharpness and edge geometry on this gambeson made by Lords of Battle. I've used this gambeson before on some sword reviews, and just so you guys are curious, this is what it looks like inside. I got two swords that I'm going to be using, and I have their stock sharpness and edge geometry, and I'm gonna put these cork ribs and wrap this around that on the bag, and we're just gonna see what the different edges do. This is not a sword versus sword, this is edge on them. When I'm done cutting with the original edge, I'm gonna sharpen them, and if I have to change the edge geometry, I am to a convex edge, and then I'm gonna do the test again and see the difference between the first time and when I resharpen them. One of the swords that I'm going to be using is this ATrim Reimagined 18B.1. It has a convex edge, and Gus sends his swords to be newspaper sharp. Wind is not helping. Let's see. The next sword I got that I'm going to be testing with is a West Beam Elvish Saber. This has a secondary bevel, and it is get a better grip. It is paper sharp. But let's see if it's newspaper sharp. Let's do that test again. Let's see the other side. It kind of cuts, but it tears, it cut. It's almost newspaper sharp. So it's going to be duller, and this is probably going to be the first sword that I'm going to cut with. Okay, the cork ribs are right here. I'm going to cut it with the Elvish Saber. I'm going to say it again, this is not sword versus sword. I am testing the sharpness of this blade with the edge geometry. After I'm done with this test, I'm going to come and sharpen these swords, change geometry on this one to a convex and hair shaping sharp, and redo the test and see if there is a difference and how big the difference is. It didn't even cut. Just made a mark. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stand here and I'm going to buffalo cut it and see what I can do. Okay, now we're going to see. Okay, here's the first cut. It just made a line. It did not cut at all. And this is when I did the buffalo cut. And here and right here. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to sharpen it after I'm done with the ATrim, and then recut it and see if there's any difference. Now I got the ATrim 18B.1. see. Okay. Okay. First cut. Didn't do much the second cut. I cut into the gambeson. I don't think I cut all the way through it. No, I did not cut all the way through it. Another cut. This was a thrust. This cut. And thrust. Kind of take off the gambeson, and then I can just take it off this way. Alright. Thrust here. Thrust right there. Thrust right there. I got the edge of it. Okay, now I'm going to sharpen these swords up and then finish the video to see what they do when they're sharper. Okay, I put the gambeson back on, and I want to do one more test where I'm just going to do more of the tip cut. So I'm just going to try to cut just with the tip and see if that changes. No changes in that one. Now the ATrim. Eight more here. That did better. Okay, that one did better. I actually cut through the gambeson, and let's pull it off. Okay, ooh, and I did cut into the meat. I cut a little bit to the meat. Just a little bit. There's the bone right there. I didn't even get into the bone. But doing the tip cut, I actually cut better. Interesting. All right, this is the second part of the test. I sharpened both swords. I got this one, the convex edge. That is razor sharp. If you can see, shaves the hair right off my arm. Okay, so I'm gonna try this again and see what happens. I got a new set of pork ribs. They're right here. Oh yeah, way. So much better. Oh yeah. There is no damage to the edge. Let's see. And it is still razor sharp. Let's go see what it did. Alright, well, a lot different. Oh, so much better. Look at that. Cut all the way through the ribs. Look at that. Split that rib right in half. So it just didn't cut through it, it split it right in half. And no edge damage. It went into the bag. A little bit to the bag. You can see that right there. Cut through the bag right here. That was a nice cut. Look at that. Now, what edge would you want? Would you want a paper sharp edge that does this? Would you want an edge that is razor sharp that does this? And it has no damage to the edge. A lot of people say razor sharp, that edge damage easy. It split a bone right in half, cut through all this, and it's still razor sharp. And I sharpened that probably 18 on each side, so that makes 18 degrees on each side, so that makes 36 degrees for the blade. That was a good cut. Okay, next, ATrim's next. Alright, here is the ATrim, and this is razor sharp too. Shaves hair right off the arm. Now the angle on here, I try to follow Gus's geometry best I could, so it's probably around 20. I don't know what he does, but I try to do the best I could to follow his geometry. So now let's try this one. Oh yeah. Okay, let's go see the damage. Nice cut. Down here. Oh yeah. Look at that. Went right through. Oh, it went into the bag. It's hard to see with the blood and stuff. But oh yeah. Nice. Oops. All the way through. Oh yeah. It's a lot different than the first time cutting around. Alright. Okay, I had to wash the blood off my hands and get all the gook off this blade. There is no edge damage. I still got to clean it up a little bit better. Let's see. Just it's about right there. Still razor sharp. Angle's hard. Still a razor. His hair right there. Now I'm going to cut it one more time, just for the fun of it. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, some gunk on it, I gotta clean it. Big improvement. Thank you for watching.